Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny and I'm addicted to luxury handbags and especially pre-love luxury shopping because I love to save some coins on this channel but still enjoying this luxury. So welcome back guys, I hope you're doing fantastic and well. In today's video, we'll be talking about bags with the worst resale value and what you should buy instead. So I hope this video will be helpful, especially for those who are starting their luxury journey and you don't know where to go. I hope this is an informative video for you. So I just would like to invite you to consider subscribing to the channel by hitting that subscribe button and the bell button to notify all the videos that I will make this year. So um, so I'm basing this video mostly from my experience and observations on the pre-love market in buying and selling bags. And yeah, I'm not saying that you should not buy these bags. I'm just saying that you should be cautious in like picking bags on this list. If you love the bag, who am I to tell you not to buy it? If you love the bag, go for it. So I would start off with Fendi, and I've had two Fendi bags from the past, and I've got the Fendi Peekaboo in the medium size in the men's version. So I got this several years ago when I was starting my luxury journey. I don't even have a clue of what these bags are. Okay, so normally I would start looking of the retail price of the bag and then see if it's a reasonable price. So I got this bag for like 700 US dollars way back then. And then I actually like the bag. I love the functionality, but it's quite a heavy bag. There's no branding to it. And so I think this affects so much of the resale value of a particular bag. Um, yeah, and also keeping in mind that this is a very heavy bag. It is well made though, but this bag is retailing for 7,800 Australian dollars at the moment, and I sold it for $3,000. I did profit on the bag, but I was still disappointed that for this quality, for this particular bag, I just could not. I cannot. I don't know. It's a bag that is really great, but then comes to selling it, it's not a good experience because there's a lot of money lost involved, and I am not a fan of that. All right, another Fendi bag. I got a Fendi Peekaboo in the medium size in the Celery Leda. This is, by the way, in the women's version. So I was very pleased to find this on the pre-loved market for 1,700 Australian dollars. Now this bag is like brand spanking new. I got the box, the raincoat, the shopping bag, the receipt, every single thing, and even had the stickers on. Barely a scratch can be found on this bag, and I did use it for a little bit, but during those times, like, big bags are not trending as of now, but I still managed to flip it for 3,400 Australian dollars. Not too bad, but this bag is retailing for 7,400 Australian dollars, and it's basically brand new. It's such a shame. I don't know why this is happening, but I would probably point out that because Fendi is really not popular as other brands. Um, at the moment, I think it's having a moment because of the Fendi baguette. And yeah, moving along with that, I would suggest you go for something with their Zuka print or the Fendi logo, especially the baguette. I think this is classic, iconic Fendi, and especially with a lot of options right now, you can crossbody it, you can still shoulder option it, which is great. And yeah, if you're starting off, I would steer away from the Fendi Peekaboo lines for now until you really know what you really want. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me for Fendi. All right, another brand is Dior. Okay, now I'll be talking about Dior leather bags in general. So I would mention the Dior or the Lady Dior bag. This is iconic of Dior, but to a general person who does not know luxury, I would not say this is a Dior bag, right? Because of the canage, quilting. This is something that I would not really like distinctively know that this is a Dior bag. But um, this bag is retailing for 8,300 Australian dollars, and I can see this bag listed for 3,000 to 5,000, 6,000 maybe, but it sits there for a long time. And I've seen these bags sold for 3,000 sometimes. And if you really wanted to sell it, you should list it for around that price range. But if you really want to sell it for much more, you have to wait for years. Now I know you've got consignment stores, you can do that as an option, but yeah. Another option or another bag that I had was the triple saddle clutch. This is like a saddle bag in the triple, like a trio style kind of bag. But because this is, I got it in the leather version, which was fantastic. It was so durable. But then again, you know, it doesn't scream Dior, which is an issue for resale. It's not grabbing attention straight away. And so I think that affected a lot of the resale value. And because it is discontinued as well, so it's not in production at the moment. So, and the saddle trend trickled down as well, and that affected the value of the bag. On the other hand, if you wanted something from Dior, I would suggest go for their saddle bags in the Trotta. They have the Trotta print, no, or the oblique pattern, and maybe in the Bobby. I love that silhouette. I love the flap style kind of silhouette in terms of their bags, but do get it in the kind of canvas oblique pattern bags. So this is what I found for bags in general. The logo, I think because logo is so in the moment right now, it's such a vibe. So I think resale is also fantastic. Another bag that I'll also mention was the Dior Book Tote. I know the trend has trickled so much, but it's still, you know, I can still see it in the streets and people are still buying into this, which is fantastic. I think, and also because it's functional and large bags are so in right now, and you know, get it in the Trotta print for sure. On their Toit de Jus. Oh yeah, that one too, the Toit de Jus prints is so chic. I love it so much. Okay, let's move on to Celine. Okay, all right. It's painful to put this bag on this list, but it is actually at the moment. And I've been to a consignment store here in Melbourne, and I've seen so many of these on the shelves. So this is the Celine Classic bag in the medium size. So the retail price for this is 5,900 Australian dollars. Now, I would tell you, because this is such a simple chic bag, cannot go wrong with it, right? But there's no branding, and you don't instantly notice that this is a Celine bag. Oh, that's a Celine bag? No, you don't. But then again, that affects the resale value, I believe. So I've seen this bag listed for $2,000, $3,000 on the average. And even then, even at the half price, it's still sitting there for a while, which is such a shame. This is a well-made bag. If you can see all those like craftsmanship that went into this, you can say this is a simple bag, but I believe to make this is super hard for sure. Okay, so if you really wanted to go Celine, I suggest you go for the Celine Nano luggage, and I can see a lot of their their anagram bags. You know, they're pushing their logo prints as well, which it's gaining some traction with Celine, but I'm just not sure about the resale. But as of the trends right now, the logos are going for so much more than their leather counterparts. Okay, all right. So another brand that I would be mentioning is Louis Vuitton, and in particular their Epi bags. Now, Louis Vuitton is known for their canvas bags. This is their bread and butter. But at the moment, Vuitton is pushing their leather goods, especially the Empreinte. And based from their newest collection, I love that collection. Nicolas Gasquier did so well. He nailed that. And I've seen some quilted bags, but mostly the Empreinte ones and some patent leather bags. But for Louis Vuitton, Epi leather is not doing so well on the pre-love market for sure. Also because it's not something that you instantly know it's Louis Vuitton. And if you see the LV like logo monogram, you instantly know that it is Louis Vuitton for sure, isn't it? And I think it's one of the most replicated bags are their canvas ones. Um, and so if you're trying or starting off, I suggest this brand, go for this brand, but go for their canvas ones. Especially the Speedy and also the Damier Ebene is quite chic. Out of all their monograms or logo bags, the Damier Ebene is by far the best, in my opinion. Alright, so let's go to Chanel. Surprised, there are some Chanel bags on this list. Alright, so I will say the Chanel 2.55 reissue. Okay, it's like a common thread coming through this list is because this bag doesn't have the CC, it doesn't say Chanel anywhere aside from that engraving in the front, but you can barely see that. This bag retails for 14,000 Australian dollars. And well, yeah, you can see this bag listed for like 11,000, 5 figures for this bag. And I think a lot of people, thinks that they have to see some sort of branding in a bag just to make it more worth it. But that's just a perspective. But also because this is, aside from the quilts, this is not so distinctive of Chanel unless you're a fashion insider, as I keep mentioning. This bag is so low-key, subdued version of the Chanel bag. But yeah, I've had 2 Chanel mini reissues a few years ago, and I sold one for half of the price, and which is such a shame for a Chanel bag. A classic as well. It's just mind-blowing to me. I would suggest you go for a classic flap, of course. This is their top tier bag from this brand. And also maybe consider going into the seasonal lines. And I see a lot of Chanel rare bags go for so much more, like 5 figures even sometimes. And you might find those like basket Chanel bags. They're just selling for crazy price, and the denim ones as well. You just need to consider which ones you really want to start off. It's not like 5 figures for seasonal bags at the moment, but then just be very picky. Just feel it sometimes. Alright, so the last bag on this list is the Chanel Boy bag in the old medium size in the lambskin. And I know, like, the Chanel Boy bags, they're not as popular as they were before, but they are just classics right now. A very edgy side of Chanel. But then I see a lot of old medium bags in lambskin. They don't sell very well. I can still see some for $4,000, $5,000, but it's gonna sit there for a while, especially if you didn't look after it. And that's an issue for old or for boy bags because of the corners, especially. They get wear and tear badly. And yeah, also look after the bags too, and it's another factor in resale. So yeah, just keep in mind when you're buying into these bags. So I just wanted to highlight that this is why I love buying pre-love, because I know that in the case that I would sell my bags, I would get even. And in most cases I would profit from the sale, and that can be used to fund another bag, which is fantastic, right? But then again, if you see like a common thread, a lot of the bags that I've mentioned on this list are leather bags, and for some fashion houses like Louis Vuitton and Dior, which are not very known for their leather goods, their leather bags don't sell as well. Their leather bags don't sell well as their like print ones or logo bags. But just the biggest letdown of this list is Fendi, because Fendi bags are so well made. I think they're up to par with Hermes. I'm just disappointed. If you can see, the bags with the simple silhouette don't really sell as much. They don't really sell better than their counterparts. An exception is Hermes, because this is so distinctive of the brand. Just a parting tip or parting words, unless you are 100% that you love the bag, I suggest you start or you consider buying into pre-love luxury. There are a lot of pre-love websites and consignment stores. We've got Fashion File, Rebag, The Real, and here in Melbourne we've got the Purse Affair. Who else? Stylish Top. I bought from this store as well. And there's so much more out there that you can find. There's a lot of Instagram shops as well. So, before buying into the store, please consider on the pre-love market if you're really cautious of your finances. Yeah. So yeah, that's all for you today, guys. I hope this was helpful, and please consider subscribing to the channel and liking this video. And I hope to see you guys on my next video, and you take care. Bye everyone.